7 represents the number of completion. So I guess that means I have a complete list of fragrances for you. What do these fragrances have in common? I think they're inexpensive, but I think they smell far better than their price tag. So you want to know what 7 I managed to pick out to bring to you? Meet me on the other side of this intro, and we're gonna get right into it. I will see you in just 1 second. Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Trey Sense. Thank you for stopping by the channel. Listen, for those of you who have made multiple stops, I appreciate it. If you haven't subbed already, what are you waiting on? Give your boy a sub. And for those of you who are already subbed, please be sure to share this video, hit the icon bell, and always remember to be active in the comment section. That's what it's there for. Now, let's get it. 7 fragrances from my collection that I think smell far better than the price tag. Okay, none of these are going to be hard to find. None of them will be overly expensive. As a matter of fact, I think everything on this list can be had under 35 American dollars. Can't hardly beat that. You ready? Let's go. The first one I want to talk to you about is one of my favorites. Great time of the year to have this fragrance. And it comes in around the $29.99 mark. I think that's exactly what I paid for. It was $29. You can probably find it maybe a smidgen cheaper online. And it is from the house of Hugo Boss, and it is Hugo Boss Unlimited. Now, to me, this fragrance, I don't want to necessarily use the word niche, but what this fragrance is, find a place to spray it. And I love the fact that it has the little green dot right there, so I do not spray myself in my expensive eyes, because your boy has had surgeries and shots and tests and glasses, so I'm trying to keep these bad boys healthy. The last thing I need is some scented alcohol in them. Now, with that being said, I really enjoy this fragrance. Now, you see the white bottle, so there's an elephant in the room. Does it smell like fragrances that would be in a white bottle? Absolutely. Lacoste L1212 Blanche? Absolutely. Lalique. What is that from Lalique? Lalique White. Similar. It's just got that fresh citrus vibe, that fresh citrus smell to it. I like it. To my nose, from fragrances that I've smelled, this smells much better than a $29 fragrance. To me, would I pay that for this fragrance all day? Absolutely. As a matter of fact, I feel like if this fragrance was from Acqua di Parma or something like that, it might be more talked about in Fragcom. I think fragrances like this get overlooked and pushed to the back because there's just so many fruity citruses out there. But if you're looking for something that is easy to wear with a nice V-neck or a nice polo shirt, very casual, easy to wear fragrance that just invokes brightness and smiles and just spring and summertime, look no further. Hugo Boss Unlimited. Pick that up. $29. That's what I paid for it a few years ago at Burke's Outlet. Now, all these prices are based on what I paid for them. Okay, let's get it. Let's continue. This next one is from the house of Tommy Hilfiger, and no list would be complete without some sort of a blue fragrance on it, and it is Tommy Hilfiger's Endless Blue. Now, why do I like this fragrance? This is a boozy, fruity, playful, smooth, sweet, boozy blue. Boozy blue. I think this fragrance has a very unique scent profile to it. Check that out. What you think about that? I have no problem smelling like this all day. No problem. Especially in the spring, going into the summer and into the fall, which is what we're fixing to do. We're at the very end of the spring. Summer will be here before you know it. And I think this fragrance smells wonderful. Oh man. It's blue, but it's fresh. It's a little bit playful, almost like it wants to go in the direction of an Invictus. But then it kind of does this thing and comes back and gets in its own lane, kind of like your boy, and it goes down that lane. So if you're wanting something that's blue, but not your traditional, everyday, run-of-the-mill blue, try Endless Blue. And then, is that not a beautiful bottle? Man, it smells good up in here right now. Compliment getting fragrance, confidence invoking type of scent. I like it. I can't say enough about it. Tommy Hilfiger Endless Blue. That is a good little fragrance right there. The boy needs to hit the coffee. There it is. I need to go ahead and customize this and put my initials on there, put some trace scents on there. I need to do that one day. A new one to my collection. Just picked this up, and it is from the House of Cremo. And this is, let me make sure I get this right. This is the Distillers blend. Distillers blend. Now, let me make sure I got all the information that I need off of this bottle. Yep. That's what it's called, the Distillers blend. And it is an EDT. Now, this one I think leans more towards winter, spring, or fall, winter, spring, than spring, summer, fall, so to speak. I think it's a cooler weather fragrance, but we still have some cool days coming. We're just at the end of April, 1st of May. Go ahead and think a minute. Not a heavy alcohol blast from this fragrance at all. It is slightly boozy, slightly spicy. It does not have a strong alcohol presence at all. I haven't spent a lot of time with this fragrance, but I will tell you, the moment that I smelt it, I was impressed, and I definitely picked up on the quality in this fragrance. And it's a little bit boozy, a little bit spicy, and it's like a little bit of leather wants to come up through the bottom of the fragrance. Now, I don't think, at least on my skin, I don't think this one is going to be a monster performer, a monster projector. Now, I picked this up at TJ Maxx for $12.99, and for that price, it is a steal. Would I pay $50 or $60 for this? Honestly, I wouldn't, because I know I wouldn't have to. I think the most that you're going to see these Cremo fragrances priced at is between $19 and $25, and even at that price, I think there are steals, and you're going to smell good. Especially with this new Reserve line, or they're in the black box. I really think you should do yourself a favor and pick those up. I'm not sure if they come with shower gels. I mean, if they come in shower gels. If they do, you should definitely get the shower gel to go with your fragrance, because that'll just help the longevity, especially after you take a shower and then get out of the shower, put this on with it. You'll be smelling really good. Now this one, to me, is boozy, slightly boozy, spicy, and leathery. Just a little bit of leather in there. Nice little fragrance, and for $12, it definitely smells really, really expensive. That's just my take on it. Now, does it smell like a $400 niche fragrance? No, but none of these are going to. Does it smell different, unique, and is it in its own lane? Yes. So for that reason, I think for the $12 that I paid for this fragrance far exceeds that $12 price point. Moving along. Okay, that's the third one. This next one is from a house that I have just come to love. And I say all the time, in my opinion, this is a niche house. By definition, to me, in my opinion. You are certainly welcome to disagree. The house is Lalique. Yes, I think Lalique is a niche house. The fragrance is Ancre Noir L'Extreme. This one is slightly oudy. Man, this smells good. The thing about doing these videos is I sacrifice my skin for y'all. I'm testing and spraying. Now Lalique, you let me down here though. There we go. I struggle to see that little atomizer where this thing comes out. I'm just gonna enjoy that for just a minute. Y'all bear with me. Give me a second. That's nice. And I'll tell you another reason why I feel like even if you don't feel like Lalique is a niche house, you have to feel like this fragrance is niche, because this is not your average everyday run of the mill parfum that you have in your hand if you are holding this in your hand like I am. This is a high quality juice. It is very sophisticated and it smells it. It smells expensive. It smells way more expensive than the $30 to $35 that you're gonna pay for this. I like that. I like that a lot. Now, again, this is one that we may be coming up on the end of the season to wear this, unless you go light on the sprays, 1 to 2 sprays, and I think then you can wear it anytime that you want to. But I do think it's more suited for fall, winter, and then going into the spring, as opposed to spring going into the summer and then into the winter, or into the fall rather. I do think it has more of a cool weather vibe. Very dressy fragrance. Again, we're at the end of April, 1st of March, so there's still going to be, especially for you people that live up north, still going to be plenty of cool days. This is one, if you haven't picked it up yet and you run across it, you should definitely get it. Nice, oudy, leathery, masculine, unique type of fragrance. Ancre Noir L'Extreme. Good fragrance for the price point that you're going to pay for that. Okay, so I've done this one, and this one. That's 4. So I got 3 more. This next one, in my opinion, the scent profile on this fragrance to me smells better than the $13 or $14 that I paid for it. The house makes gentlemanly type fragrances, and what I mean by that is they're very subtle, very low key, very well made, but they're not over fruity or over, anything. They're not loud, obnoxious fragrances. They're very light. They stick to the skin, but they remain low key. And the house is Penguin, and this is Signature Blend. And I think I have all of them now. I have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Original Blend, Premium Blend. This is Signature Blend, and then the one in the black bottle. I can't remember the name of it, but I have 1 through 4. As if that Hugo Boss kicking up off my skin. I always have to find that old atomizer. Where's she coming out at? That is that Hugo Boss. No? Yeah. That's the Hugo Boss. Oh man, I got so many different things sprayed on. And they all smell good. I'm just gonna find a spot and spray this stuff. This one, the reason that I think this one far exceeds its price is because, as I just told you, it is a very gentlemanly type fragrance. Now, is this the reinvention of the wheel? No, it's not. No, it's not. But again, this video is about fragrances that exceed their price point. Fragrances that smell better than what you're gonna pay for them. Does this smell like a $14 or $15 fragrance? No, it does not. When you get it, and this is one of those that you have to get your nose on, get it on your skin, let it do what it do. And like Ray Charles say, you can spray it till you blue in the face, baby. I'm gonna make it do what it do. That's my Ray Charles impersonation, yeah. And this one is one that just, it do what it do. It do what it do, baby. I like it. I really do. It just has something about it. I like it. I do. I liked it, and I liked it when I first smelled it. And I'll tell you something about this fragrance. This is one of those that subtly you get compliments on. It just in a very subtle way. People are like, you smell nice. What is that? And again, it's not one of those that is just gonna beat you in the room. It's not one of those that's just gonna knock people down with cinnamon or birch or ambergris or isoe super or any of those things. It's not that. It's not that. What it is it's an old school style, and I don't mean barbershop. I mean it's just an old school vibe, like a gentleman is what this fragrance smells like. A gentleman in a nice suit and a nice hat that just has a scent about yourself. And to me, that makes it smell a little bit better than the $12 to $15 that you're gonna pay for it when you pick this up at TJ Maxx or places like that. And that's where I got it. No, I picked this up at Burlington. Speaking of Burlington, my Burlington is moving. So they had everything 90% off, and I didn't even know it. Went in there, I had some returns because I went to a Burlington and another Burlington. Went to my Burlington to make some returns, and I walked in and I'm like, what in the world? Because they had nothing. They had nothing. And that's when they informed me that they were moving. But nonetheless, this one, again, it just reminds me of an older gentleman, well dressed, well put together, everything the way that it's supposed to be. The tie, the pocket square, the hat, everything, the shoes, the watch. And it just has that type of vibe about it. Again, it's not a citrusy fragrance. It's a little bit woody, a lot masculine, but it's not an overly woody fragrance. It just smells regal. It just has a scent profile. That's that. It's not a citrus. It's not an aquatic. It's not an oud. Again, it's not an Aventus clone. It's not a Aqua D clone. It's not a 1 million. It's any of that. It's just a nice, masculine, good smelling cologne. But it's not too strong, and it's not overpowering, and nobody will be offended. And to me, that's what makes it smell better than the price it commands. This next one is from a house that I absolutely love, respect, and I think is one of the most underrated and overlooked houses in Fragcom. The house is Dunhill. The fragrance is Dunhill, man. Oh my goodness. If you're going on a date and you have this in your collection, it's one I think you should definitely wear. Irisy, powdery, sweet, clean. Oh, man, so many things can be said about it. It just has it. it just to me, it is a very, very, very sexy little fragrance. And that's just my opinion. And it's Dunhill. Man, I really like this fragrance. And again, this is one I think leans more towards fall, winter, spring, as opposed to spring, summer. You can wear this in the summer. I would just be mindful of my sprays. I would not wear it in direct heat. I would wear it in the evening time as the sun's setting and the temperatures are dropping. I would wear it in the evening time, but the only problem with that is here in Alabama, the humidity is still going to be high. I don't care what the temperature is. When May and June and July hit, it could be 30 degrees outside, but the temperature going to be, the humidity is going to be ridiculous. So it's one that you might want to stay away from on those hot, humid days, but you can definitely spray it on at night and get away with it, or watch your sprays or wear it to the office. But definitely a date night fragrance, and one that I think is overlooked. Dunhill, man, great fragrance. Maybe the best that I've smelled from the house of Dunhill. Last but not least, from a house that gets a lot of love. And again, I'm gonna throw it out there, and I know, some people from Chicago gonna say, no, Trey, you're wrong. And that's fine, because we're all entitled to our opinion. We're all men, we can disagree. The old gold Pac-Man Ghost, Mont Blanc Emblem Absolute, or Mont Blanc if you fancy. I really like this fragrance. I really like this fragrance, and I have from the moment that I smelled it. To me, it's a better smelling version of Boss Bottle than Boss Bottle. It is very sexy. It's got a little bit of an underlined fruit note running through it. Not exactly sure what fruit that is, but it's something about it that is masculine, playful, and sexy. And I don't even mind the bottle. Yeah, it is a fingerprint magnet, but I like it. And I think Mont Blanc is a niche company. I know that they make ink pens, and I know that they make watches, but not many people have a Mont Blanc ink pen or a Mont Blanc watch. So in my opinion, that makes them niche. They're not designer. I'm not saying that this fragrance has a niche smell to it, but I am saying that it smells better than the price that you're going to pay for it. And I absolutely love this fragrance. Gold bottle, gold atomizer. What more could you ask for? That's nice. Man, that's nice. That's real nice. That's real nice. Lost my train of thought smelling this fragrance. It is similar to Boss Bottled number 6. I just think it's better. I do. This is one of my favorite fragrances in my collection. Sexy, versatile, easy to wear, well-rounded fragrance. Mont Blanc Emblem Absolute. Sexy little fragrance. You can definitely wear, and I almost want to say that's peach. It's got like a peachy vibe to it. It just smells good. I think you can wear that 4 seasons. I do think it's more spring, summer into the fall though. But I would wear that in the middle of the winter as well. But good little fragrance. All right, guys, you know what I got to do now. Got to get off of here, take a thumbnail, edit the video, get it up so you guys can see it, check it out, and tell me what you think about it, man. Anyway, I hope everybody has had themselves a beautiful weekend, a wonderful weekend, wonderful weekend. Thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime and being the best part of this channel. It is greatly appreciated. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. But anyway. Please be active in the comment section. Thank you for returning to the scene of the crime. You already know. I love you all, and God bless you all. Until next time, guys. Peace.